Atlanta police are blaming the actions of a local rapper for the shooting deaths of two 13-year-olds.
In a news conference this afternoon, the department announced it's made 7 arrests in the shooting and is still offering $50,000 in reward money for information that leads to more.
Lil Baby being named in the shooting deaths of 2 teens. Rapper Lil Baby denies involvement in deaths of 2 Atlanta teens. Atlanta rapper Lil Baby has denied any link between himself and the fatal shootings of 2 Atlanta teenagers, according to a statement by his attorney Friday. On Wednesday, Atlanta police held a news conference to announce murder and gang charges against 7 suspects in connection to a July 2024 shooting that left 2 13-year-old boys dead and a 12-year-old boy injured. Lemon Freeman and Jacody Davis were killed July 2 as they were hanging out on the steps of an apartment building near Dimmock and People's Streets in the West End neighborhood. In arrest warrants obtained by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, police said the shooting stemmed from a gang dispute sparked by a Lil Baby music video shoot on May 14 of last year. 3 men were shot during the filming. The rapper, whose real name is Dominique Jones, is affiliated with the gang 4PF, according to police. They accused him of shooting his video in the territory of rival gang OMF, a subset of the Goodfellas criminal street gang. Drew Findling, Lil Baby's attorney, blasted the claims as complete and total nonsense. To say that he couldn't shoot a music video in his hometown, a place that he loves and has continued to uplift, is disgraceful, Findling said in a statement posted on social media. Even more, the location for a major music video shoot is a decision made by a professional team and not an individual. Bringing his name into a conversation regarding a terrible crime for which he had absolutely no involvement is unprofessional, unethical, and shameful. Findling added that his client is devastated by the deaths of the 2 teens. On Thursday night, Lil Baby took to social media to thank fans for their concerns and warned them not to be misinformed by fake news. In January, Lil Baby released his 4th studio album, Wham! Who Hard Is Me, which debuted at No. 1. He'll tour the album later this year, which includes a stop at State Farm Arena in June. Rapper Lil Baby and lawyers deny involvement in fatal Atlanta shootings. Rapper Lil Baby and his lawyers denied he had any involvement in a fatal shooting last summer that killed 2 teenagers after the Atlanta Police Department earlier this week seemed to refer to him, accusing a cowardly Atlanta-based rapper of sparking a gang conflict by filming a music video in a rival gang's territory. Drew Findling and Marissa Goldberg, attorneys representing Lil Baby, whose real name is Dominique Jones, told Forbes Friday morning the Atlanta police's obvious reference to the rapper is complete and total nonsense, adding he had absolutely no involvement in last summer's shooting. Though Atlanta police did not name Lil Baby in their press conference, multiple local Atlanta outlets reported he was named in arrest warrants issued for 7 men that have been arrested in connection with the shooting. Findling and Goldberg said the decision on where to shoot a music video is one made by a creative team, not solely Lil Baby, and the suggestion the rapper could not shoot a music video in his hometown is disgraceful. Lil Baby posted on his Instagram story Thursday night, where he has more than 23 million followers, thanking fans for their concern and urging fans not to be misinformed by fake news. Forbes has reached out to the Atlanta Police Department for comment. At a press conference Wednesday, Atlanta police officers said the fatal shooting was a result of grown men playing gangster. Without naming Lil Baby, the officers claimed the gang violence was sparked by an Atlanta-based rapper who decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place he knew he should not have been. Fox 5 Atlanta reported Lil Baby shot a music video in May 2024 in a part of the city known to be frequented by the street gang, Only My Family, which police told the outlet has historically clashed with 4 Pockets Full, which police reportedly said in arrest warrants is a gang Lil Baby leads. 3 people were shot during Lil Baby's video shoot, Fox 5 Atlanta reported, though all survived. But police said the incident sparked continuous violence between the 2 gangs. Fox 5 Atlanta citing arrest warrants, reported two teenagers minus 13-year-olds Lemon Freeman and Jacody Davis were shot and killed shortly after 12:30 a.m. on July 2 as a result of gang violence between the two gangs. The arrest warrants reportedly say Davis and his brother, who was shot in the foot, had left their apartment to wish Freeman, who had turned 13 years old minutes before, a happy birthday. At the conference, police announced the arrests of 7 men they say were involved in the fatal shooting: Queonte Sanders, Richard Hollis, Reginald Thomas, DeKeithan Mobley, Marcus Crawford, Tradon Crawford, and Ali Caldwell. Who is Lil Baby? Lil Baby, 30, is a rapper who broke through in the United States with his first album, Harder Than Ever, in 2018, supported by the top 10 single Yes Indeed with Drake. He had the best-selling album of 2020 in the United States, Billboard reported, with My Turn, which earned multiple Grammy nominations for the George Floyd-inspired protest song, The Bigger Picture. He visited the White House on the 1-year anniversary of Floyd's killing in 2021, where he met with former Vice President Kamala Harris. The rapper won his first and only Grammy Award in 2022 for his song, Hurricane, with Kanye West and The Weeknd. He released his 4th album, Wham, last month and is scheduled to launch a world tour in June. Lil Baby responds after Atlanta police link rapper to teen murders. Atlanta police claim a shooting at Lil Baby's music video led to escalating gang violence and the deaths of 2 13-year-old boys. 7 men have been arrested in connection with the killings, with police alleging Lil Baby is linked to a gang involved. The rapper and his attorneys deny any involvement, calling the accusations complete and total nonsense. Atlanta rapper Lil Baby is pushing back after Atlanta Police Homicide Commander Major Ralph Woolfolk suggested that a music video shoot he held last summer contributed to the deaths of 2 13-year-old boys. At a press conference Wednesday, Woolfolk described the event as a cowardly act and alleged that the rapper filmed in a location he knew he should not have been. How it started. What we know. According to Atlanta police, a shooting occurred during Lil Baby's music video shoot in May 2024, leaving 3 men injured. Authorities say the incident fueled ongoing tensions between 2 rival gangs, -4PF, 4 Pockets Full, and OMF, Only My Family, and led to multiple homicides and aggravated assaults in the months that followed. Among the victims were 13-year-olds Lemon Freeman and Jacody Davis, who were shot and killed on July 2, 2024. An 11-year-old, Dontavius Davis, was also wounded in the same attack. Arrest warrant confirms Atlanta rapper Lil Baby's connection to boys' murders. 7 men: Queonte Sanders, Richard Hollis, Reginald Thomas, DeKeithan Mobley, Marcus Crawford, Tradon Crawford, and Ali Caldwell, have been arrested in connection to the July 2 fatal shooting. Their arrest warrants reportedly name Lil Baby, whose real name is Dominique Jones, and claim he is the leader of OMF, which authorities describe as a subset of the hyper-violent Goodfellas street gang. Lil Baby responds. What they're saying. Lil Baby, who is preparing for his Wham World Tour set to begin in June, initially responded via Instagram late Thursday night by thanking fans for their support and warning them against believing fake news. On Friday, his attorneys, Drew Feindling and Marissa Goldberg, sent a statement to Fox 5 Atlanta, calling the police statements complete and total nonsense. The part of the press conference on Wednesday by the Atlanta Police Department that made an obvious reference to Dominique Jones was complete and total nonsense. The statement read, "To say that he couldn't shoot a music video in his hometown, a place that he loves and has continued to uplift, is disgraceful. Even more, the location for a major music video shoot is a decision made by a professional team and is not a decision made by any individual." The attorneys further criticized the police, calling their statements unprofessional, unethical, and shameful. They emphasized that Lil Baby had no involvement in the crimes and is deeply affected by the tragedy. Dominique is devastated about the situation because those children came from the same neighborhood he did, and he will continue to build up his community in any way he can. Full statement below. The part of the press conference on Wednesday by the Atlanta Police Department that made an obvious reference to Dominique Jones was complete and total nonsense. To say that he couldn't shoot a music video in his hometown, a place that he loves and has continued to uplift, is disgraceful. Even more, the location for a major music video shoot is a decision made by a professional team and is not a decision made by any individual. Bringing his name into a conversation regarding a terrible crime for which he had absolutely no involvement is unprofessional, unethical, and shameful. Dominique is devastated about the situation because those children came from the same neighborhood he did, and he will continue to build up his community in any way he can. Rapper Lil Baby has described a link made between one of his music videos and the killing of 2 teenagers in the U.S. as nonsense. Real name Dominique Armani Jones. They said the boys had been innocent victims of a flare-up of gang violence sparked by a cowardly rapper filming a video in rival territory. In a statement via lawyers, Lil Baby, who spent weeks in the UK charts for Band 4 Band with Central C, said he had absolutely no involvement and branded the comments from police shameful. During a press conference on Wednesday, detectives from City of Atlanta Police said how Jacoby and Lamon weren't the intended targets of the shooting at the Spark Street apartment complex in the city on 2 July 2024. They detailed how the attack had been orchestrated from prison and involved members of one of the most hyper-violent gangs in the city of Atlanta. Cowardly acts. Addressing reporters, Madge Ralph Woolfolk said the overall theme of this case is grown men playing gangster that left 2 of our children in graves and our communities in fear. Lamon Freeman was allowed to be a teenager for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life. Gang violence that was orchestrated by adults and cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper. The rapper, he said, decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw homicides and shootings and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions. In the months before Lamon and Jacoby were shot, Atlanta police said they responded to several people being shot during a video shoot. Nobody was killed, but 3 men in their 20s were injured in the attack in the northwest of the city on 14 May, which was widely reported to have taken place on set for one of Lil Baby's videos. Lil Baby's statement said it was disgraceful for the officer to say that he couldn't shoot a music video in his hometown. The location for a major music video shoot is a decision made by a professional team and is not a decision made by any individual. Madge Woolfolk told reporters the attack, which killed Lamon and Jacoby, was a hit call by a high-ranking gang member on the opposite side of that opposing rapper's gang. He did not name Lil Baby but said, "You know who you are," which Lil Baby's lawyer called an obvious reference that was complete and total nonsense. Bringing his name into a conversation regarding a terrible crime for which he had absolutely no involvement is unprofessional, unethical, and shameful, his legal team said. Dominique is devastated about the situation because those children came from the same neighborhood he did, and he will continue to build up his community in any way he can. The 30-year-old won a Grammy in 2022 for Best Melodic Rap Act after featuring on Kanye West's track Hurricane with The Weeknd. Last year, he featured on Central C's track Band 4 Band. It was nominated for a MOBO Award and is in the running to win a Brit for Song of the Year on Saturday. BBC Newsbeat has contacted Lil Baby's team and Atlanta police for further comment. Rapper Lil Baby responds to being named in warrant connecting him to deadly shooting of 2 Atlanta teens. Atlanta News First. The team for Atlanta-based rapper Lil Baby has responded to Atlanta police referencing him in connection to a deadly shooting, as well as being named in a warrant. In a statement, lawyers for Dominique Jones, aka Lil Baby, said referencing the rapper in connection to the murders of 2 teens last year was complete and total nonsense. The case dates back to 2024, when 13-year-old Lemon Freeman and Jacody Davis were killed in a drive-by shooting on Sparks Street in southwest Atlanta, which also left a 12-year-old injured. Here is the full statement from Drew Findling and Marissa Goldberg of the Findling Law Firm on behalf of Lil Baby. The part of the press conference on Wednesday by the Atlanta Police Department that made an obvious reference to Dominique Jones was complete and total nonsense. To say that he couldn't shoot a music video in his hometown, a place that he loves and has continued to uplift, is disgraceful. Even more, the location for a major music video shoot is a decision made by a professional team and is not a decision made by any individual. Bringing his name into a conversation regarding a terrible crime for which he had absolutely no involvement is unprofessional, unethical, and shameful. Dominique is devastated about the situation because those children came from the same neighborhood he did, and he will continue to build up his community in any way he can. On Wednesday, Atlanta police announced 7 arrests in the case. The suspects have been identified as Richard Hollis, Ali Caldwell, Reginald Thomas, Marcus Crawford, Queonte Sanders, DeKeith Mobley, Trilon Crawford. 7 arrests made in 2024 triple shooting that killed 2 Oakland City teens. During a news conference Wednesday, Atlanta police said they believe the shooting resulted from a hit called in by an imprisoned high-ranking member of the Goodfellas criminal street gang using a contraband cell phone. The order was allegedly in response to an Atlanta rapper filming a music video in rival gang territory months before, police said during a press conference. When gun violence touches this neighborhood and can claim the lives of 2 13-year-olds, it can claim the lives of every neighborhood, Police Chief Darren Shearbaum said. APD Homicide Commander Ralph Woolfolk called the Goodfellas gang hyperviolent. Lemon Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life. Woolfolk said, "Gang violence that was orchestrated by adults in our city, and cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place he knew he should not have been." Woolfolk didn't name the Atlanta-based rapper, but an arrest warrant confirms he was Lil Baby, whose real name is Dominique Jones. The warrant says Jones is an affiliate of 4 Pockets Full 4PF, described by police as a criminal street gang involved in a long-running feud with Only My Family, ONF, a subset of the Goodfellas gang. Last May, Jones went to film a music video on the 2100 block of Verbena Street Northwest, an area known to be frequented by ONF members. Before the video shoot could take place, Jones and his associates were shot at by multiple assailants. The warrant says, police said 3 people were injured in the shooting, and Lil Baby was nearly struck. After the incident at the video shoot, a series of linked aggravated assaults and homicides took place in the following weeks between the 2 gangs, the warrant says. After the incident, ONF members on the 2500 block of Center Street, several miles north, were targeted, and an innocent victim was murdered, which led to back-to-back retaliatory shootings between the gangs, according to the warrant. On June 29, ONF member Travon Turner was killed at a location on Peyton Place in southwest Atlanta, which police said is OMF territory. Police learned Turner's death led to multiple ONF members congregating through social media and wireless devices on plans to retaliate for the death of Turner against 4 PF members. Several days later, Jacody Davis and Lemon Freeman were killed in the triple shooting on Sparks Street. The investigation remains ongoing. Anyone with information on the case can submit a tip anonymously to the Crime Stoppers Atlanta tip line at 404 to 577 tips, 8477. Online www.stopcrimeatl.org or by texting CSI and the tip to crimes 274,637. Tips can also be submitted directly to the Atlanta Police Department's Homicide Unit at 404-546-4235. A reward of up to $50,000 is being offered for information leading to further prosecution.